Hello, my name is Kayla Cook, and this video is for my CRIM 486 course. This is a scenario video regarding or connected to the Penn State trial. The prompt here is: you are a police officer investigating a respected youth coach after receiving reports of inappropriate behavior with children. You discover that other officials have heard rumors for years but never reported the coach, who's popular and brings good publicity to the community. So as an officer in this case, I did take an oath to uphold my legal obligation to protect the community. When receiving reports of inappropriate behavior with children, it would be my duty to investigate thoroughly without any biases. I would also need to report this to Child Protective Services so that they can properly investigate as well and give resources to the child who's obviously suffered the abuse. Within the school system, it's also required that mandated reporters, professionals, report any suspected abuse by law. So I would need to conduct a proper investigation, meeting with all those in question, or all the parties involved in the alleged abuse or who may know about it. So you also have handling resistance from the community. Some community members may not want to cooperate with the investigation if it's a popular community member in question. This could be due to them not being able to really fathom that a popular member of their community could do such a thing. They might want to protect the institution or program involved. Also, it's really important that as an officer that I would let the public know that being transparent and telling the truth in this investigation is very important. It's important not to downplay events. If the person in question didn't do the abuse, they have nothing to worry about, and in that case the community would be validated that way. But obviously, if there is anyone, especially someone in power, hurting young children, that abuse needs to stop. In order to conduct a fair investigation for both the perpetrator or the alleged abuser, it's important that the truth comes out and that the community is aware of that. Not only that, but it's important that they're aware of the mandated reporter laws and the consequences, which is a misdemeanor in most states with fines, possible jail time, and a felony in others. So those mandated reporting laws do exist for a reason, so we can ensure that children are protected, even from popular or powerful members of the public. It's really important as a law enforcer to let the public know that the more truthful they are, the better it will be for the community and all those involved. So there are some lessons we learned from Penn State that could apply to this. The main one is that the Penn State scandal, they failed to report just one incident of suspected child abuse to the proper authorities. That did leave that child in harm and many others, the amount of which may be unknown, but we know at least 7 or 8 of those have come forward. This case also shows how important it is for mandated reporters to make their own report and not just go through the hierarchy within the institution. Sometimes it gets to the people in power and they don't fully, do their due diligence and report it to the proper authorities, keeping it within the institution, which initially, that sweeps it under the rug and allows the abuse to continue and more children to be harmed. Also, those children don't get the proper resources that they might need for healing and counseling to move forward after the abuse. So very important that each individual really takes the law seriously, not only because of the consequences, but also to protect children. And also, this case did show us that over time, the truth does eventually come out, and those who failed to follow the law and to report the abuse are going to still face the consequences of that. So it is really important to take action at the time, immediately report that abuse, and it could save, many children from being in harm's way, and, allow the proper services to step in and give guidance and resources to the children and family and even the community. Thank you for your time. Have a good day.